Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome to another quick shot review. As you can see by the background on your screen now, I've been to see the Barbie movie and I'm not afraid to say that I really enjoyed it. Now, it stars Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, amongst others, who will go through. Lots of this movie does hit the mark, some of it does not. What I did find is that I was pleasantly surprised by the content of the movie, by how it dealt with certain situations, and the fact that it wasn't just an IP for an IP's sake. It did actually have an interesting story, and I genuinely enjoyed it. The jokes were on point, the little quirks and all that kind of stuff were brilliant. And yeah, for a film that's not terribly long, it was really enjoyable. So if you want to hear more about what I thought of the Barbie movie, join me in the main part of the video. So yeah, Barbie movie. Its release in 2023 has taken the world by storm. It has outsold Oppenheimer despite having a worse rating, which I think is really harsh because, as I said with my Oppenheimer review, I thought that film was rather boring. However, Barbie is just a pastel palette of partying and fun, and it's not what you'd expect. If you go and see this film, don't go in thinking it's just another Barbie movie, because it's not. It deals with situations that are quite common in modern society. It deals with being a fish out of water, if you like. And there's lots of movies like that where things go to a different land and try to fit in because they think it's better. Barbie does that really, really well. I mean, it is literally Toy Story, but you actually put Barbie in the real world with real people. That being said, the aesthetics of the film are very toy-like. It's absolutely brilliant. The sets are phenomenal. The cast is phenomenal. The soundtrack is phenomenal. And the story, up to certain points, is really, really good. It is a PG-13 movie, which tells you everything you need to know about this film, i.e. it's a 12A here in the UK. That means adult supervision is needed, because there are times where there are words that you may end up explaining to anyone under the age of 12, or certainly maybe 10. So it's, like I say, it's saturated pastel colour palette is one element. The toy-like setting is another element, which is brilliant. The humour is on point. The situations that are dealt with are really deep, and it's just a really good movie. I can't really say anything bad about this, but I will get to the bad points that I found in the movie, and it's not probably what you'd expect. So the official timing for the Barbie movie is 1 hour 54, so it's longer than your normal kids movie at about 1 hour 30. Barbie suffers a crisis that leads her to question her world and her existence. So she is stereotypical Barbie. That is played by Margot Robbie. The director, Greta Gerwig, is just brilliant at creating the atmosphere of a Barbie playset. She also writes alongside Noah Baumbach, and it stars Margot Robbie, as we know, Ryan Gosling and Isaiah Ray, amongst others. And we're going to get to that now because there's Kate McKinnon as Weird Barbie, the stereotypical Barbie that's been played with too much, hair's been cut, makeup's been done with a permanent pen, that kind of thing. And we did see things like that in Toy Story, but this film takes that a little bit further. You know, it takes it that little bit further. You got Alexandra Shipp as Barbie, Emma Mackey as Barbie, Harry Neff as Barbie, Sharon Rooney as Barbie. And we go on and on and on. We've got Emerald Fennell as Midge, and we've got some Kens here. We've got Simu Liu as Ken, Kingsley Ben Adir as Ken, Scott Evans as Ken, and even a guest appearance from John Cena as Ken. But the original Ken, the stereotypical Ken, is obviously played by Ryan Gosling. Fun fact, he was not considered as the main role for a little while until he actually auditioned and he left another film to come and join this film, which says everything you need to know. Taglines, she's everything, he's just Ken. So he suffers a crisis of conscience as well. You even get the toy cars where the car is smaller than the actual dolls. Everything is just fantastic. Even Warner Brothers shaded the logo pink for Barbie's colour, and it is a done thing that you wear pink when going to see this film. Incidentally, I did sit in the cinema on my own, or what I thought was on my own, but two blokes came and sat next to me. I thoroughly enjoyed the film. They went out huffing and puffing. It's like, what did I just watch? Well, you watched a Barbie movie. Surely you knew what to expect when you booked the tickets. Unless you walked into the wrong film and you was looking for I'm a Teenage Kraken. I went in with an open mind. I'd heard really good things. And needless to say, if this film was made 10, 15 years earlier when the original film was supposed to be made, then it would have been very, very different. Extremely different, in fact. Because the things that we deal with now in 2023, the things that we expect from society in 2023, just weren't there in 2013. We just had the Olympic Games, a change of parliament here in the UK, lots of other things as well. And yeah, it would have been very different. It's a fun movie. It has really heartwarming moments. It has a good message to offer kids. You know, you can be the weird Barbie and still be cool. You know, you don't have to be the stereotypical Barbie. So it gives those things. Set design is, like I say, it's brilliant. Margot Robbie is fantastic, and so is Ryan Gosling. Both nailed their parts really, really well. And slowly but surely, Margot Robbie is becoming the next Marilyn Monroe, but actually has acting talent rather than just the look. It's currently grossed $366 million US, and the worldwide is 795. That is astonishing, actually. In fact, I think that's billion, isn't it? No, that is million. No? That's billion. No. Anyway, yeah, really, really good. Exceptional film. And it's probably one of the best films I've seen this year. Now, we're on a run of really good films. So I've got all hope for the next film I'm going to see, which is called Talk to Me, which is a horror movie. And you guys know how much I love my horror movies. And they've been on point recently as well. The Red Door, maybe not so much, but in general, horror movies have been good. So would I recommend you go and watch this film? Absolutely. Go and see it. Even if you've got reservations about this film, go and see it. I saw it on my own. I was quite okay with that. Other people have kids that they can take as well, which is brilliant. Give your money to the cinemas and support the big screen. Don't just wait for it to come out on streaming services. And that is all I have to say about this film. It is one that will get you to the cinema. It is one that will give you a brilliant cinema going experience. And brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah. Let's get there. Let's show support for this movie. It is really good. And support for the cinemas as well. I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching and or listening to the podcast. Goodbye.
Hiya.